Man Cave Chronicles, man. So look, I've been seeing a lot of content on a lot of urban platforms talking about whether or not people feel like Black Thought is better than Jay-Z. Kind of made me think about one of my old videos, you know what I'm saying? You can refer back to one of my old videos from like a month ago where I was talking about Mystikal, where I kind of touched on it just a little bit. I didn't really get much into it, but I did kind of mention Black Thought and how, shit, really he one of the GOATs, you know what I'm saying? Is he really doper than Jay-Z, who also is one of the GOATs, you know what I'm saying? To me, he kind of is, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can find a nigga that can recite a Jay-Z verse a lot quicker than a nigga can recite a Black Thought verse. But I think that's mainly because, you know, Jay-Z is probably a little bit more commercial. And he's probably got a few more hits. But man, if you one of them digging in the crate type niggas and you just really just got an ear for that shit and you really know what real bars is, real spitting is, or either if you ever, or maybe you're a big ass Roots fan, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're just a big fan of the Roots and just, you know, a big ass fan of Black Thought. Then maybe you might would know more about his lyrics than most of us. But I caught one of his freestyles, man. I've caught a couple of his freestyles. He very, very technical, man. Dude, motherfucking beast, you know what I'm saying? And Jay-Z, he dope. He dope with that shit. Black Thought, he's a little bit better, man. Like, if you call yourself a hip-hop head or a motherfucker that's really into spitting and really into giving niggas flowers on really spitting bars. If you something like that and you ain't really tapped into Black Thought or you don't really know just how dope he is, you ain't doing your job, man. If you consider yourself one of them type motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? If you don't already know how dope dude is, man, you're not doing your job. Like I say, man, you probably can quote more Jay-Z lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, he's a bigger artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, his name as an individual, he's a bigger star than Black Thought. But if you really just into the shit and you really know what's going on, man, you at worst, you gotta say he's just as good as Jay, man. Me, myself, I think he's a little bit better. So, I don't know, man. You gotta get on YouTube or something and check out the joint. Damn, who is it? I think it's Funkmaster Flex. You gotta check Black Thought out when he on there with Flex and freestyling. Dude different, man. So I don't know, man. What y'all think? I'm gonna sit here and tell you right now, you know what I'm saying? He a little bit better than Jay-Z, man, you know. Yeah, Jay-Z, he got his status and whatnot. And shit, even a nigga like me down here in the dirty South, I'm gonna tell you, Jay-Z, you know, he one of the GOATs. But I'm gonna also tell you, shit, Black Thought, he one of the GOATs too. And Black Thought is actually a little bit better than Jay-Z, in my opinion. Put that shit in the comment section, man. Tell me what y'all think about that shit. I'm going for Black Thought. I'm not a big Roots fan. I didn't really listen to the Roots like that. I was listening to, you know, that down south, that gangster rap, that trap shit. Like, you know, that's a whole nother video. We ain't gonna get into all that, but I was listening to a different type of demographic than Black Thought. But guess what though? At the same time, I do got ears. Yeah, they might even be kind of big, but I ain't gonna fuck with all that right now. But I got ears and I got common sense. You just, you know what I'm saying? It took me a while to figure it out because I just don't hear as many Black Thought verses, or I haven't heard or paid attention to as many Black Thought verses through the years compared to Jay-Z. Not that I really paid attention to all Jay-Z shit, but he's a bigger name. He's a bigger commercial artist. So naturally, a nigga like me, I'm gonna know a little bit. I'm gonna know a little bit more about Jay-Z verses than Black Thought. But once I really just kind of start seeing a little bit here, a little bit there, and piecing that shit together, man, bruh, I don't know. I'm not gonna say. No, fuck it. I might say it. You can make an argument that he's the GOAT MC right now that's still alive. Whether he still make a lot of music or not is beside the point. I'm just talking about when a nigga wanna spit that shit and you listen to it when he's spitting it. Really ain't nobody better than Black Thought, man. So I don't know. Fire that comment section up, man. Man, K Crumbs. Yeah.